Good evening and greetings, everyone. And thank you for joining my Aisha Speaks Jade page, where I am none other than Aisha, also known as Jade. And I am doing a makeup live audio for Tuesday, January the 8th, 2019. And I am doing a business spotlight, right? I want to start incorporating some of that, whether I do a live audio or makeup audio or a live video. I would like to shine a business spotlight on some of the awesome people that are doing things around the world globally. So this evening, who I am spotlighting, her name is, make sure I try to do my best to pronounce it correctly. I want to say her name is Amikio. Yes, Alice Amokio. Alice Amokio. Okay. And let me just tell you a little bit about her. So 24-year-old Ghania develops app for autistic children. How awesome is that? So living with autism in Ghana has just been more bearable since Hope Setters, an autism center, came out with a locally configured autism app that helps children with autism receive better education. The privately funded center is the very first in sub-Saharan Africa to make learning easier for kids with autism. Speaking of her motivation, 24-year-old Alice Amokio says that her desire is to ease the strain of teaching and learning among children with special needs, informed her decision to develop the app. And as we know, they frown on, let's be honest, they frown on anyone that is titled or labeled as being special need. We know that when children find that out, as well as adults, they bully them and pick with them and push them around, right? And they are beautiful children. And they need love, care, support, and attention, and good teaching, as well as any child. So this is really awesome what Alice is doing, especially over in another country where a lot of times, a lot of these other countries may not have all of the necessary tools that they need. So this is truly awesome. So she says, Alice had visited an autism center and had interactions with the caregivers and children. And she realized there was a need to help raise awareness. So in her final year at the university that she was attending, she had to do a project to complete her studies, which was developed, the app. The app was created as part of her project. Ghana currently has no official documentations or statistics on the state of children with autism. However, a recent report indicates that 1 in 87 children in Ghana under the age of 3 have autism, with the neurological disorder being 4 times more prevalent in boys than in girls. Let me say that again. 1 in 87 children in Ghana under the age of 3 have autism. with the neurological disorder being 4 times more prevalent in boys than it is in girls. So that's a lot. That's like really something else. And as we know, I've realized that autism is one of those that is on the rise. You know, growing up, you never just used to really hear anyone talk about autism like that, right? So now you hear it more than ever. So there is a website, and I hope to put it up here when I'm done, which this Makeup Live audio will be available for replay shortly after. So this foundation or organization is called Rural Integrated Relief Service Ghana. And they have different links, the about us, the programs and the projects and the work and the volunteering that they're doing. So the Autism Project for Ghana. Autism spectrum disorder is a term often used as an umbrella term for pervasive developmental disorders, as listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, the 4th edition. Right? So autism can be seen as a spectrum on which each individual that has it is somewhere on a continuum, including autistic disorder, PDD-NOS, Asperger's disorder, Rett's disorder, and childhood integrative disorder, as seen in the picture on the right. So you don't see the picture on the right, but when I leave the link, you're going to see the picture on the right. So just going down, because you can further read, at your leisure, excuse me. So one is communication and language difficulties. So people with autism often have a language delay or total lack of language. They often lack communicative intent, and those with adequate speech struggle to initiate or sustain a conversation with others. Also, people with autism often have a preoccupation with one or more stereotyped and restricted patterns of interest and find it difficult if there is a change in routine. They like predictability throughout their world or their life. People also with autism often do not make eye contact and struggles to develop peer relationships or seeking enjoyment with others. So there is a wealth of information. Again, they talk about who they are and the programs that they offer and the Autism Project and supporting their work, volunteering. And so there's a wealth of information on this website that I will, again, post up. So if you have anyone in your family that has autism, or perhaps you work around children or adults with autism, or you know of someone who has autism that's not in your family, hopefully this can be a start. Or you can always do your own due diligence and or research and find out more about autism on a local, if you're not based in the Georgia area, and see what type of services that are provided. So I just want to bring that spotlight to Alice Amokia, as she's doing, or she has done some awesome things. So congratulations to her. And she is tonight's business spotlight. So with that being said, I thank you for listening to this brief, episode this evening. I just want to just bring that. That was really cool and awesome. I invite you to please share and support. Okay? We have to start doing that. It can't be just a one way. We have to have it go both ways. Please share and support my stuff because I know I have shared and supported a lot of people. So that's changing up. That's changing up, and that's no shade, and that's not being mean and in my emotions. That's just what has to be done. It's not personal, it's business. So like my business page, or I should say, yes, well, it is my business, but like my business/social media, which I am, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel, and you can find me under all of them. Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to by hitting the thumbnail. You can also hit that notification bell for all alerts. You can like my other pages again and share and support. Thank you in advance. The replay will be available as soon as I get off, very shortly. And I hope that everyone has an awesome evening. Continue to self-care, self-love, self-like, self-respect. Create your greatness and create your happiness. Be the best self that you can be. Hold your standards up high for yourself so that you can be those queens and goddesses and kings, prince and princess that we were born to be. Be awesome on purpose and enjoy the rest of your evening. Amazing positive vibes and energy to each and every one of you. Be good to yourself. And with that, I say ashe and namaste.